Okay, another Premier League midweek game. And although you could argue the reasons behind why the Premier League clubs are playing so many games, the reasons why the players are being asked to play 2 games a week is because of the World Cup, we all know. And whether that's a good thing or bad thing, at least for us football fans, we get to enjoy more football and more quality football. And especially for us, we haven't had the Premier League in a long time. It was a long summer, it was a long transfer window. So now to be getting these midweek games is a positive today. And today we have City against Nottingham Forest. Forest, a team that did quite well in the transfer window and who looked to try and stay in the Premier League this season, and City, who are, in my opinion, the favourites to win it all this year. So that's today's watch along. Last night's watch along, Chelsea against Southampton, was a massive success. Although Chelsea did lose, I think that the interaction between this community is growing, and I really like it, and I'm really grateful for it as well. Today we have City against Nottingham Forest, as I said before, and let's get into the analysis. And the first thing I want to get to is who you saying? He say already. How you doing, bro? Brace yourself because it's gonna be a long one. I'm good, bro. How are you? Yeah. But as I was saying, the first thing that you want to get into straight away is the starting 11. Oh, wrong page. Actually, I could do it here, but I just prefer the sofa score. I like the numbers they give. I like the stats. Yeah. So let's start with Forest first, and straight away, Dean Henderson at the back. And with Dean Henderson, he was good for Sheffield. We'll get into this in a moment, but I just want to talk about Dean Henderson really quick. He was so good for Sheffield United that season. One of the best goalkeepers in the league that season, and who helped Sheffield to stay up that season. He then goes to United and barely gets any playing time. So, yeah, I think it's deservedly the angle that he's shown towards United and the lack of his playing time. But he's at the back today. I think he's been good so far this season. The penalties he saved last game. So with this Forest team, I think that especially a team that's trying to stay up, getting that solid foundation at the back is very important. And that's kind of what Dean Henderson adds to this team. Then you have Joe Orwell at the back. They're playing with a back three. They're playing a 3-5-2. Then they have Koyate in the middle. Koyate dropping to the back of the pitch. He played centre mid last game. Then you have Scott McKenna as well, completed in that back three. Aqua Adam and Usman. Yeah, do that. Thank you, bro. Then you have Neko Williams, Yat, Lewis, O'Brien, and Lodi making that four in the middle. I mean, I said 4-3-5-3. I meant 3-4-3. And then Brenman Johnson, Morgan Gibbs White, and Romeo Fleur at the front. On the City side, we'll get into the form of both teams in a minute. Just the starting 11 to start off. On the City side, you have Edison at the back. Then you have Cancelo, Ruben Dias, John Stones, and Carl Walker completing the back four. Then Gundogan, Rodri, and Bernardo Silva completing the midfield three. Then Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, and Julian Alvarez. Pretty much the same lineup that Pep has gone for this beginning of the season. An obvious absence on the City squad would be Kevin De Bruyne not starting, and maybe even Riyad Mahrez. But looking at this Forest team, not to disrespect this Forest team, then they won't, or at least they shouldn't, give City much trouble today. So Pep giving some of these guys, mainly Alvarez, a start, and I think that's also important. As also Alvarez, he needs to ease into this Premier League. And another thing that you also need to keep in mind is the amount of time, the amount of games teams will be playing this season. You need the full squad. They've lost Sterling and Gabriel Jesus this year, two competent players, whether they were started at times or just role players at times. It was City had that foundation squad, and now with these new players like Alvarez coming in, you want to start easing them into. Alvarez hasn't played particularly well so far, so that's what you want to do. Slowly ease him into the team because talent-wise, Alvarez is up there. I think he has the talent and the potential to be a great player at City. It's just about getting him enough playing time, and this is like the perfect opportunity for Alvarez to start. Again, not trying to disrespect Nottingham Forest, especially after the amazing work that they did last season to come up to the Premier League, and the work the board put in this transfer window to make sure they had the pieces that they needed to stay in the Premier League this year. But we're talking about one of the most dominant teams in this Premier League era. So yeah, Alvarez, this is a good game for Alvarez, especially as Pep is trying to ease him into the team. Now, recent form, and where Forest really they've played, this is their fifth game so far, and so far they have 4 points, a win and a draw. Their only win came against West Ham. Sorry, the draw came against Everton. First game of the season, they lost to Newcastle, of course, and then last game they lost to Tottenham. That 2-0 lost where Dean Henderson ended up saving a penalty, but that wasn't enough. So now they sit with 4 points going to the fifth game of the season. Talking about Manchester City, this is a team that is in great form. They did have that hiccup against Newcastle, but considering that they were 3-1 down and for them to come back 3-3, it was quite the achievement there. Although they shouldn't have got let it get to that point in the first place. But Newcastle were playing some great football. They have 10 points, only behind Arsenal in the league. They won their first game of the season. Then they had that draw against Newcastle, and then they won their last two games, which were against Leicester. No, was it Leicester? Against Crystal Palace, and also against to Bournemouth. That's the one, Bournemouth, where they just battered them. But yeah, that's what we'll get into today. I have a bit of a cold, so I'm sorry if at times I sneeze or I have to, turn off my camera to blow my nose. I apologize for that in advance. But yeah, let's get into today's game. Let's get into today's game. Score predictions quickly. My score prediction for today's game will be a. I mean, who's going to give his position there? City to win 3-1. I'll say City 3-0. I think City should comfortably win this game, and I think that they should look to capitalize on a game like this, where they don't they have an opponent to where they could easily win the game. But yeah. Also, before the game starts, I just want to talk about a certain player, and that is Erling Haaland. On my predictions throughout the beginning of the season, I talked a bit about which players I'll be looking at, especially this season, and I gave the example of if you could if you could make an investment, quote unquote investment into any player, um, and that investment came back to you at the end of the season. So pretty much, which player do you think is going to have a great season this year? And I said that if I had that ability, I've put all of my money into Erling Haaland, not only because I think that Haaland is an amazing player, but just the team that he is in right now, his attitude towards the game, I think it's all positive. That's why this year I think that Haaland's going to have an amazing season. And so far, Haaland has proven his doubters wrong. I mean, I don't think there really are many people out there that doubt Haaland and his ability. But a few people were saying that he was going to struggle to ease into the Premier League. It would take him some time, and that's not. I don't think that's really um, a criticism. I think that's something normal for any player coming from a different league to the Premier League, which is the best league in the world. I think in any field of work, if you're taking a step up, there will be doubts. There will be high expectations. But Haaland so far has proven everyone that were betting on him. He's proven everyone right, and he's proven everyone that has doubted him wrong. What has it been so far? 4 games played and 6 goals. Haaland has been amazing, and you know that there you could ask questions on Haaland's sometimes play off ball, Haaland's overall game, whether it really suits City or not. But the numbers don't lie. 4 games, 6 goals, especially after that hat trick against Crystal Palace on the weekend. Haaland is him. There are a lot of young players. I mean, I love these young players, not only in football, but just in sports in general, that are able to come up with a lot of expectation and deliver. Guys like Luka Doncic in the NBA, guys like Joe Burrow in the NFL. And I think that Haaland is quickly becoming that in football. I think that Haaland has really the potential of being one of the best players in the world. And he's certainly, in my opinion, quickly becoming the best young player in the world. The only other guy that could contest that is Mbappe. But with Mbappe, really, you're playing in a team that's the best team in the league, that really doesn't have much competition. And Haaland, he set himself a high challenge. He went into a team that is already expected a lot, that's expected to win. He didn't cut any corners there. And he's also moved into the best league in the world. So yeah, if you want to do a head-to-head comparison between him and Mbappe, I think that Haaland is winning that race at the moment. Again, predictions for this game, I think I'll have a 3-0 win to Manchester City. But what do you think, EC? What are your predictions for today's game?
Good day, very good day. Um, I think City should take it away. I'm
Yeah,
saying 4-0, 4-0. I'm confident 4-0.
yeah, I say 3-0 for City. I think that this team is amazing. I
Yeah,
think that even with the hiccups that they've had, especially in that Newcastle game, they still shown enough to shut all the doubts. They're an
yeah,
amazing team with an amazing manager and with an extremely promising young player in Erling Haaland. Talking
yeah.
about Haaland and all of this talk of
Hmm.
Mbappe and Haaland being the next, the new face of football and the new like big rivalry in football. Who do you
Yeah.
think? Hello, JVM's friend. Yeah, this is EC.
Look,
He'll be
I'll tough.
he'll be on streams more and more often, and I think it's just going to be good for the community, especially after you know last night's stream. Having more people here on stream as well going to help with the just the interactions overall and the commentary and analysis throughout the game. But yeah, Mbappe or Haaland?
At the moment, Haaland,
Yeah,
Mbappe. Obviously, I think they both got a lot of potential in it.
yeah.
I feel like he would develop his game further if he went to Real Madrid, but you know, PSG is still a good team. But I just feel like he's not going to develop as much because he's being overshadowed by Neymar, Messi. But what he did last season was phenomenal. And Haaland, as you were saying, like Haaland in this team, he's already good. And like they were missing a number nine, and Haaland came and gave him a number nine. So yeah,
Actually, good point there. And it's like a team that needs a player, and Haaland came in and plugged that hole. And a
yeah,
team that's already, expected so much because of what they've done for the past few seasons. Actually,
yeah,
we're saying Adam, what they've done for the past few seasons, and it's just Haaland taking the next step towards
yeah,
the best league in the world. And with Mbappe, he had the chance of going to Real Madrid last year, where the
yeah.
expectations would also be extremely high, and with them trying to win the Champions League again and winning the La Liga again after what they did last year. You think of a
Mm.
front three of Vinicius, Benzema, and Mbappe, and you look at
That's
it, and you look,
unstoppable.
that's extremely exciting. But no,
Yeah,
he decided to stay at PSG, and we could have a whole conversation on Mbappe, but I think that the point that we're trying to make really is just to highlight how impressive Haaland has been in the first 4 games of the season in this in the City squad, where a lot of people doubted Haaland, and so far 6 goals in 4 games. It's looking good.
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. What are your score? Oh yeah, you said this. You
Yeah,
said
it's
the
a
four
fun
nil.
one.
You said 4-0.
Yeah. Actually, yesterday I was tuning in with you for the
Yeah.
Southampton Chelsea game. That's shocking. 2-1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that yet. Yeah, let's talk about that before the game starts. Yeah, I think Chelsea are in the mud. They were
Yeah.
talking about United, but I think Chelsea are the real fraud fraud FC this season. They have a lot of work to do. Tuchel is it Tuchel has a lot of work to do. I think guys like Kai Havertz and Pulisic and Ziyech have a lot to prove this season. It's just not looking too good.
Yeah, Mason Mount in midfield. It was a bit risky. and then he
Yeah,
put on Kovacic and
yeah,
took out
yeah, guys,
Jorginho.
guys, your school predictions as well. Good point there, Hussein. I didn't include Mason Mount on that on those three players because I think the Mount already shown that he can do it last season.
Yeah,
Obviously, he has to do it this season again because it's all about consistency. But Mount has already proven that he can do it.
yeah.
Harvard, yeah, it's cool to do it at Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, but he hasn't been able to do that in the Premier League yet, especially now that Chelsea need him the most.
Yeah.
Ziyech, it's not looking good for Ziyech at all. A lot of
He's
Chelsea
probably going
fans,
to Ajax.
a lot of Chelsea fans are not happy with Ziyech at all. And then Pulisic, I didn't think he was that bad last night, especially considering the situation. But after looking at his numbers, they didn't look good. And again, Chelsea fans are not happy with Pulisic. James Charles should not play for Chelsea unless he plays as a second striker. Yeah. I think that James Charles has a lot of potential. He's just not been able to deliver at all, and that's disappointing. It is worrying when you have more TikToks with your girlfriend than goal contributions in the league. But yeah, players walking on the pitch. Game's about to start. I said 3-0 to City. You said 4-0. Let's see how it goes.
One thing I actually wanted to talk about was the signing of Anthony to Manchester United.
First of all, overpriced.
Yeah,
Extremely overpriced. And second of all, overrated.
Nah, I don't think he's
Anthony
overrated.
is overrated. We'll talk about it more tomorrow on United against Leicester City. But just to keep it short, overrated, overpriced, and I don't even think he's better than Rashford.
Ah, come on, JVM, come on.
I don't think so.
What's going on?
You look at his career, you look at Rashford's career, and you look at Sancho's career. This guy doesn't even come close.
Okay, career.
And we spent what 90 million on him.
We're talking about the last year.
Huh?
The last year, he's been better. Anthony or Rashford.
Yeah, Anthony
It's all about
doesn't show.
form. Exactly. So Anthony makes a place.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
100 million for a fidget spinner. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Very skillful. Very, very skillful. But only few players, the very elite players, are able to transform those, that all that talent into meaningful goal contributions. I think the best example I can give of like recent times is Neymar. Neymar came from Santos, and in that first season, he kind of struggled, and I say struggle, but he was still amazing. And then after that first season with Barcelona, 2015, he won the treble with Barcelona and was part of the best trio in football history. 2016, he had the amazing numbers again. In 2017, he had amazing numbers again. And in that period of time, I think he's the only player throughout that Ronaldo and Messi dominant era to end up third twice.
Yeah.
So unless he can transform into a Neymar type player, usually these extremely skillful players have a hard time translating all that dribbling and running around and step overs into meaningful goal contributions. I hope that's not the case with Anthony, but we'll see.
I was excited actually about the transfer.
Yeah, we do need him. I think we need. I think we don't have much depth, so we do need him. I just think we overpaid a lot.
One thing I'll say about Nottingham Forest is that the manager has been backed heavily. They signed 19 players.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that in a minute. Is this team needs to stay in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Otherwise, this guy's getting sacked at the end of the season.
19 players. That's crazy.
And it's not just like 19 random players. Look at the profile of a lot of these players. Dean Henderson and Lingard, for example. These are proven Premier League players.
Yeah.
this team has a lot to prove this season.
I actually
Oh
hope
yeah,
Henderson.
you on?
I'm rooting for Henderson
I am.
because I
I,
want.
lo- I saw a lot of United United fans not rooting for Henderson. I didn't
Yeah.
even want Henderson to leave United, to be honest. But
I mean,
anyways, Neymar is overhated for absolutely no reason at all. Yeah, I think people are just salty. Him going to PSG, the money around the transfer and all of that, the logistics. I do think that people hate Neymar for no reason. That's true. But one thing people cannot deny is that Neymar on his day is without a doubt one of the greatest football players to ever play the game. On his day, Neymar is unbelievable. But yeah, game has started. Again, one last time. I said 3-0. ECC is 4-0. Let's see how the game goes. As your game started.
yeah, it has.
Okay.
1 minute short.
35 seconds. ...2016 Neymar hits different. Yeah, Neymar from that 2015... I'd say even 2014, really. Because for him to... what was it? He scored a hat-trick against Celtic in the first few months when he came to Barcelona. And you just look at how young he was. So really from 2014 to 2017... Actually, 2018, because that season with PSG, I think he had like 70 goal contributions. On his day, Neymar's unbelievable.
This season he started off fire too.
Altaf says 3-1 Man City. Again, we'll have to see. Who's Man City? The gang is slowly showing up. Maybe I think we're just missing CG now. I think we're just missing CG right now. What are your predictions for the league this year?
I think Chelsea.
Top
Chelsea
six.
are going to.
Top 6 in order.
Oh, I was thinking about actually yesterday.
Okay.
I think.
Wait. Oh yeah, he did say it. So pretty much Adam is CG.
Yeah.
He was CG just like his second account. Yeah, CG's Adam. That was that was his burner account. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Sixth. I think it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
Fifth. I don't want to say it, but I think it's gonna be United.
Yeah.
Fourth is Arsenal.
Yep.
Third is Chelsea.
Tottenham.
You got Tottenham.
You meant Tottenham.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, third is Tottenham. Yeah, sorry. No, fourth is Arsenal. Third is Tottenham. Second is Liverpool versus Man City.
Yeah. Mine's pretty much the same. I've just swapped United and Chelsea. That's what's at the beginning of the season. But looking at the recent games and the recent form and the business that they've done throughout the transfer window, I think Chelsea will finish 6th. It's not looking good for them. They might even finish 7th.
But I think United could have.
This team breeds no confidence. And even like last game, they were losing 2-1 at half time.
Yeah.
And they only had one shot on target for the whole of the second half. And this is a Southampton team that has been struggling throughout this start of the season.
Yeah.
Like Armstrong hadn't scored a goal from like February, and he scored against Chelsea. So yeah, this team has a lot of work to do. Haaland scoring a brace, again, what we're talking about. I'm all into this Haaland hype train or whatever it is. I think Haaland's amazing. And this season, I wouldn't be surprised if he ended as the top scorer of the Premier League. Man City, Arsenal. Arsenal's not finished second, man. Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham. You think Tottenham are going to finish 6th? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you could get away with swapping Arsenal and Tottenham. I think that's a shout, but maybe you could get away with that, but not 6th.
Arsenal, the team is too strong.
Even like putting Tottenham 5th and United 4th, I think you could also get away with that. We're not sixth.
As much
What do you
as
think?
like,
Go on, go on. No,
as
Silver.
much as
Too much. Go on.
yeah, as much as United fans want Glazers out, you can't like condemn the fact that we've been backed in the transfer window. He spent 200 million, so that's why I think we got a shot at top four.
Yeah. City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, United, Chelsea, West Ham. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I don't think West Ham. I think Newcastle. I think Newcastle are going to finish seventh this year. And if either United or Chelsea are not good enough, Newcastle could be finding themselves inside that top six. Worst case scenario right now, I see Newcastle finishing in the top six and Chelsea not being there at all.
Yeah, yeah, it's not looking good for Chelsea at the moment.
What do you think of Julian Alvarez in the starting 11? Good ball.
Um, yeah, give him a bit of game time under his belt.
What do you
Give
think
him a
of
bit of
Alvarez
confidence.
just overall as a player?
We saw him at was it Boca Juniors? Was it the team?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I don't think it was Boca Juniors. What did he play before?
I
Where
know
was
it's an
it?
Argentinian team, but yeah, we saw it, and he obviously
Oh, chance there
ended
for
as
City from the corner. Nothing happened. But where was it?
was he like top scorer? I know he's got a lot of goals.
It
But yeah,
wasn't.
he's got mad potential.
It wasn't Boca. It was River Plate. River Plate.
Yeah,
Was it River? I think it was River Plate. And the thing with a lot of these players at City in the signing, yeah, River Plate, in the signings they bring in, you think of the manager,
yeah.
and it's like I pretty much trust every player that Brett brings in. Both Alvarez, I think, will
Mm,
take time, and that's why I think that this game is a good game for him to be at. But
yeah.
against Forest at home, first start of the season, go out there and prove yourself. Both De
I think
Bruyne
it's
and
a bit
Morris
of a
in the
risk, though.
bench, prove yourself. Good ball there, Alvarez. Nothing happens. Too early to predict, but who you say would go down? Bottom three predictions. I think Bournemouth are going to go down. I think that's pretty much a lock. I think Leeds is a shout going down, but
Nah,
we'll have
I
to
don't
see.
think Leeds will.
They've been quite good so far. But yeah, I've definitely say Bournemouth and the other teams that could be going down are Forest, Bournemouth, Forest, maybe Brentford. Yeah,
You think Forest are going down?
Fulham, Fulham. I don't know. The only team that I know for sure is going down is Bournemouth.
I think Bournemouth. I'd say. Let me actually check the teams.
Replay, yeah, that's it. Man City, rest all unpredictable. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much where I'm going for as well. Man City
Wolves are
winning the
looking
league
quite straight.
is pretty much a lock, and then everyone else is pretty much unpredictable. Even top six this season, I don't know how that's going to look. Let alone top four. But I believe Arsenal finish top four. I think Arsenal definitely have the potential to finish top four. In my predictions that I made at the beginning of the season, my top four were City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal. At least coming into the season on paper, I think those are the best teams in the league and the teams that deserve to finish inside the top four. Bournemouth, Leeds, Villa. Aston Villa to go down. That's a shout. Yeah. And then Adam has Bournemouth, Leeds, and Fulham. At least we will all have a consensus that Bournemouth is going down. I'm happy with that. They just look poor. Extremely poor. And then sacking the manager on the first 4 or 5 games of the season, it just shows that things are not being run that well at the club. The football is already bad. Well done there from City. Walker now on the ball. Can he get a cross in? Silva? No. It was Alvarez, my bad. I love watching the City team play, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful football.
Everyone just controlled every time. The only one that really doesn't fit into the criteria, I'd say, is Haaland. But he doesn't have to because he always comes through with the goals.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have sacked Scott Parker. They soon, yeah, again, what a touch from Bernardo Silva. It just shows how the club is being run. What a play there from Walker and Gundogan. Walker loses the ball. That's going to be a huge mountain for them to climb. It is. It's already bad enough to have the horrible start that they had throughout the season, throughout the beginning of the season, and then to sack the manager straight away. Just putting yourselves in an even worse situation. Cancelo now on the throw in.
1 minute your game.
10-24. What yours?
11-16.
11-16.
Yeah.
How do you think Eddie Howe's going to do with his fresh season with new signings? I've only watched one game from Newcastle, and it was that one against City, and I loved what I saw.
Oh, goal. Haaland scored. What a goal.
Oh, don't spoil it, man.
What a goal. Haaland, you're right. You're right. If he comes top scorer,
He will be top scorer. It's really between him and Salah right now.
that's a run.
Was it from a corner?
Nah, he played it. He played it. Foden got the ball on the edge of the box. Crossed it. Haaland. Oh, what? It's too strong for the defender. Haaland.
Let's see.
Haaland.
7 goals in 5 games.
Do you see the goal?
Wait. Yeah, I saw it now. It was from the corner. 7 goals in 5 games. Haaland is him. Haaland is him right now in football. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, American football have Joe Burrow. The NBA has Luka Doncic. Football has Erling Haaland.
That's a big claim so early on in the season, though.
What a player. Yo, this is also why I think City are the favourites to win the Champions League this year. They are already amazing. Then you just add this extremely talented guy to the team.
Yeah.
Haaland. 22. He is only 22. Isaac 70 million was too much though. It was too much. But one, the market right now is just extremely inflated. And two, these Newcastle owners, they don't care. They can spend whatever they want to. But the thing I'll give Newcastle props to is that they could have gone for big names this year, but it looks like they're taking this slowly. It's going to be a slow build. Probably within the next 5 seasons, next 5 to 3 seasons is when they look to compete, and they are going for good players, but not those high profile players yet. And I like that they're building the team slowly. Newcastle spent more on Isaac than City spent on Haaland. True, 70 million for Isaac. It is way too much, but it's the way the market is right now. And again, Newcastle have no problem paying that money because they have enough money to do that. Newcastle owners are from a neighboring country, by the way. Yeah. They have silly money. Silly money. Newcastle should sign Braithwaite next. Pardon, again, guys. Who are these players? You know who
I think
Braithwaite
he's a centre back.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
Is it a centre back from Everton?
Nah, Barcelona.
Oh,
You know who it is now?
yeah, yeah.
The guy with the kick-ups. The guy with the kick-ups. The guy that said after Messi retired, he wanted to be the number 10.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah. I didn't understand who you were talking about at first, but now I know. Yeah, his boss is Deadwood. Boss is biggest. That guy's a joker. I remember when the thing came out of him wanting to be the number 10 after Messi left. The audacity to even say that. Good Buddha from Gundogan. Tá já assistindo muito canais.
Yeah.
Eita.
Oh, counter attack.
From me.
Oh, Forest. Oh, yeah, it's dead. It's a bad pass. He could have scored.
I think first are gonna have a long afternoon. Long night, I meant. Martin is a clown, bro. I had a lot of respect for him, but the way he's moving, thinking that he's one of the top players, frustrates me to the core. Martin is like the Phil Jones of Barcelona. The guy literally had a Saudi Arabian club offer him triple his current salary, and yet he demands Barca to terminate his contract and get the bag to leave. He should just go. Barca fans are not behind him. Xavi doesn't believe in him. Just go. Just whatever money any team pays you, just take it.
I actually saw this thing that United were trying to sell Phil Jones, but he's always injured, so they can't sell him.
You know what? Phil Jones is still here. I just clocked that. Like the transfer window is over, and Phil Jones is still somehow within the club, within the squad.
You can't sell an injured player. No one's gonna buy it.
I just terminate his contract. Let him go.
Oh, what was that? Tronka said.
Phil Jones has pretty much been getting paid for the past few years for doing nothing, and it doesn't look like he cares a great deal about it. So yeah, just move him on, terminate his contract or something. Henderson now on the ball. God, this team is too good. What do you think of De Bruyne being on the bench for today's game?
It's rotation. Like, if it was someone like dead coming in for his place, okay. But all the midfielders are good, so I mean he's the best midfielder, but we're putting in like Gundogan for him. It's not like he's not gonna be missed that much.
I was gonna say, wait. We'll play there Foden. Unlucky. Who do you think is the most influential in the City team? De Bruyne.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, 100%. I've got De Bruyne, then Haaland, then Bernardo Silva. Can't wait to see Newcastle in the Premier League after a few seasons. Yeah, that's going to take a long time, mate. Keep waiting. I think Pedri's the next big thing in football. Only Barca fans respect him. Really excited to see him. I rate Pedri. I rate Pedri. I rate Pedri.
What a tackle, Roger.
Yeah, what tackle? I think.
What do you mean what a tackle? You didn't even see it.
I did. I changed. I think Gavi has a bigger upside, but yeah, that that midfield of bosses is extremely exciting. Look around 11, but their main starting 11. Yeah, yeah, De Bruyne for sure. Roger is a core part of the City team. Yeah, if you're talking about top five, I've go De Bruyne, Haaland, or by touch from Forest. De Bruyne, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, and I say Haaland just of like projection. I think it's going to be extremely important for this team. He hasn't been that yet, but he's only been here for a few weeks. So yeah, De Bruyne, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, because he allows the rest of these players to do what they do best, and especially allows for like their build-up play to be as effective as it is. Rodri is probably the best progressive CDM right now. You can talk about Casemiro being the bad defensive centre mid or Fabinho, but on ball and just overall, I think Rodri is the best CDM in the world.
Yeah. What he's done to Rodri.
Rodri is definitely a shout. Go on.
Yeah, what Pep's like evolved Rodri to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's why he's the best manager in the world, and arguably the
yeah,
best manager of all time. The way he's able to take, look at the amount of players that he's coached.
yeah.
From Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta to now Haaland and the likes of Rodri, and they're all successful under him.
And Foden.
Yeah, Foden as well. Foden's a big shout. De Bruyne, Haaland, Rodri, Edison. I don't think. I think you can put any other goalkeeper in that team, and City wouldn't be any worse. I think Edison is great
No,
for the City team. Yes, you can.
I don't
You
think he.
put any goalkeeper there that's good with his feet, and you won't miss Edison. Whereas if you take De Bruyne, I would say that this team is going to struggle massively, but they've massively missed De Bruyne. You take Haaland out, and you get what they've had last season, where they don't have that start good there from Bernardo Silva, gives it to Alvarez. Haaland, go on, Foden. Haaland.
Yeah, good goal. Let's go.
Haaland is scary.
Is there another hat trick?
It might be. Haaland is scary.
2 hat tricks in a row.
We were just talking about the most influential players in the City squad, and I mentioned Haaland second, and this man just scored again. What is it now? 8 goals in 5 games this season. Haaland is a scary player. Wait, did Foden shoot and miss, or was that a pass?
That was not a pass.
Well done there from Bernardo Silva. Good one too between Gundogan as well.
No. Yeah.
Hey, was that
No.
not a pass?
The guy tackled
Alvarez and
Foden.
Gundogan, great football there. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, the
For a
guy
moment
tackled Foden.
For a moment there, I thought it was high IQ moment. Who you picking, Foden or Vinicius? Long term, and overall, I've picked Foden, but at the moment, I'm taking Vinny. 8 goals in 5 games. Damn, yes, this man is scary. 2 goals away from double digits, and we've only played 5 games this season, and the 5th game's not even over yet. I doubted him, proving me wrong, left, right, and center. Who's that? Vinny or Haaland? I never doubted Haaland. I doubted Haaland on his first season at Leipzig. After what he did at Dortmund, I was like, look at him winning the ball there.
Oh, phenomenal.
1 of 1. Best young player in the world. Mbappe's cute.
What?
Mbappe's cute.
Nah, don't be saying them things.
But compared to Haaland, I'm joking, obviously. But I think Haaland's the better player, especially right now. Overall, you could argue Mbappe. But right now, what Haaland's doing, taking himself deliberately from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, not shying away from the moment and not staying at Dortmund because of no silly money. Again, 8 goals in 5 games. Haaland,
Mbappe could never.
Haaland, I thought that he would have been able to adapt. I thought he wouldn't have been able to adapt on the Pep so freaking quickly. Yeah. To be fair, I did have doubts on him like the first few games of the season. That I'll put my hands up. I always
Nah,
knew that.
just
I,
against Liverpool.
no, not like watching the games. I was just like on paper. I thought
Oh,
that he
okay.
would. It would take him some time to adapt to Pep's style football
Yeah,
because the way this team plays, it's not like you can just come in. Pardon, pardon. It's not like you can just come in and you know hit the ground running straight away. At least that's what I thought. That's what Haaland did. Because his style, you look at Pep's striker over the years, and his
yeah,
style of football. Maybe not Lewandowski. That's the only outlier. But guys like David Villa, guys like Gabriel Jesus, these are great players off ball as well.
yeah.
And even on ball, like their link up play is amazing. I didn't think that Haaland would be able to do that, not at least to that standard. But again, it doesn't really matter with Haaland because he gets the goals. Look at the 2 goals he got today. They weren't amazing goals, but he was just there at the right moment, at the right time, and he was clinical.
Yeah, that's what you
And
want from your number nine.
that's what you want from a striker.
Yeah,
Well, played there, Haaland on the ball again inside the box, comes back out, offside. Who's probably what? Who was that? Cancelo's Foden? Yeah, Cancelo. He was offside.
no, he was not.
This is another guy who's what do you call it? Who's
Influential.
benefited a lot from Pep's coaching. Because Cancelo
Yeah,
has always had potential, the Benfica days, the Valencia days, the Juventus, but under Pep, just became a world class player, certified world class player.
yeah. And the fact that he could like transform into an inverted left back,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
and now you can play him anywhere you want. You can play him on the right or left. He'll still do a job.
Exactly.
Forrest they're trying to press, but against the City team, pressing's kind of useless at times. The work Rodri does, as I say, Rodri's top 5 midfielders in the league right now. Probably top one when it comes to CDM. Defensively, the stability he gives this team and the confidence that he breathes into the centre backs, and offensively, and then the build up play as we're seeing right now,
Yeah.
the way he's able to unlock this team, it's just phenomenal.
How can a team be that dominant?
Sorry,
Like Man City against
yeah,
everyone, just so dominant.
exactly. Free kick there for City in a dangerous position. Dangerous position. Who are Forest owners, by the way? Let me just see. It's free kick there. Haaland, 3-0.
Oh, what a
John Stones. Evangelos Markinakis. I think he's Greek.
oh, it's offside, it's offside.
Yeah, he's Greek. Greek owner.
He's offside.
They've been spending huge this summer. Yeah, they have. That's what I'm saying is if they don't stay in the league this year, it would be disappointing. Leon Haaland. Adam.
It's not Leon, it's Lion.
Sorry, Lion, my bad. Goal kick there for Forest. City winning back quite comfortably. Left they are again. Stones back to Henderson. Back to Diaz. Cancelo. What a press from Cancelo. What a touch from Gundogan. I mean Foden.
No, that's Alvarez.
What's Alvarez doing there? See this team. Play different football, man. Oh, him and Thingy swapped, I think.
Who? Foden.
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
they swapped flanks. No, I think Foden went into the middle, Silva went into the right, and Alvarez went to the left. Do you think that Messi will be able to come back to Barca next season? No. I think it's more likely for Messi to go to Man City than to go back to Barcelona. Cancelo, good ball. Not the best movement inside the box from Haaland. Saw a tweet saying Tuchel can be lucky that Abramovich isn't there anymore. Yeah. It was Shug. He was saying, Shug does football. He was saying a lot of frauds will be exposed on this Chelsea team. And some of the frauds right now, at least that appear to be frauds, are Tuchel, Havertz, Ziyech, Pulisic, Jorginho. These guys need to come through. Oh, not good there enough. First on the counter attack.
Arsenal
Forest-
winning 1-0.
Who?
Arsenal winning 1-0.
Against who?
Aston Villa.
Wait, Barcelona? Oh, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Who scored?
Nah, guys, who do you think?
Jesus.
Yeah, it was.
I said fourth. They might finish third this season, Arsenal. Shout out to Arteta, man. This time last year, the amount of criticism Arteta was getting was crazy.
I actually watched Arsenal All or Nothing.
And look where they are right now. Arteta deserves some props.
But you know what it's like?
Trust the process. Fact.
Yeah.
Trust the process. And it's working. To be fair. Ball now with Stones. Even Stones, look at the way Pep has been able to develop Stones. Best manager in the world. Gundogan now on the ball. Can he play it quick? Takes too long. Comes inside. Out wide. Cancelo. Oh, good fake.
He tried.
What team does your friend support? JVM. Sorry, I keep forgetting his name. EC. What do you support?
United too.
Yeah. So all of you Arsenal fans, make sure you're here on Sunday.
That'll be a match.
I'll be here. So if we lose, I'll be here. So if we lose, we lose.
Because to be honest, they've been winning against easy teams. Now they're actually going to get a challenge.
Tell them.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell them.
You man have been gassing it. We won all your games. You've been having easy games.
Tell these Arsenal fans what's the truth.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on Sunday, innit? We'll see.
Facts.
I'm saying in advance, 3-2 to Man U.
Now, respect to what Arteta has been doing so far this season. But yeah, on Sunday, we'll talk properly.
Yeah.
Arteta knows his stuff, the way he believes in what he does, the value he's written to the current squad dynamic is top notch. Yeah, that's true. His own self-belief, and I think that a big moment last season was when he started benching Aubameyang for the crap he was doing outside the pitch. I think that's like also a defining moment. One of the defining moments that season. Haaland inside the box, good cross.
Okay.
Oh, no one was there. United are an easy team, banter club. Keep that energy. Again, we'll be here on Sunday. Make sure you're here as well.
That's funny because that's what everyone said against Liverpool.
Yeah. Look what happened. Hey, Martinez, best centre back in the league.
He just needs to bench Maguire.
Okay. Like jokes aside, We'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see on Sunday. We'll see on Sunday.
yeah. But you know when the new manager comes in, yeah, like what Arteta did,
Yeah.
he made a statement. He said, "Look, don't disrespect me." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He needs to make that big like statement, and that's what I think Eric Ten Hag is doing with Maguire.
Mm,
Is
not
if you
not
play
re- not
dead,
not,
if you
not
play
really. I
dead,
think that with Aubameyang it was a bit different because one, Maguire is not really. I don't think Maguire at times can be a liability to the team.
yeah.
Whereas with Aubameyang was essentially that team. He even won the Golden Boot with Arsenal. The season it was either the season before that.
No,
But,
I'm saying like,
and for him to be like, okay, yeah, you can leave. I don't want you anymore.
yeah.
That was a statement.
But I feel like if you play dead, what he's trying to say is, if you play dead, you have no position in this team.
It's not even just playing there. Just that if you try and disrespect me, you're out.
Yeah.
We'll be here to see United drop a stinker. Yeah, keep that same energy. Is it at Old Trafford or at the Emirates? I think it's at Old Trafford, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Old Trafford. Old
Yeah,
Trafford.
let me check.
Time for Tanak to school Arteta. Guarantee.
United. Yeah, it's at Old Trafford.
Rodri out to Gundogan. Silva now on the ball. Dangerous position for Silva. Cuts in. Can he cross? He doesn't. They rarely cross. If it's a
Ooh,
cross, it's gonna be like that, a low cross. Corner there for City.
what are they complaining now?
I think it was Cancelo's that the throw in that went to Forest. So it doesn't matter, just play on. A lot of divas in this team, man. And it's Cancelo and Diaz as well. But for the national team, they don't do anything. Good ball there from Gundogan. That was an amazing ball. No one was there. Onto Cancelo. Good ball. Foden.
Oh,
Haaland.
Foden.
Already.
Oh, what a goal. Hat trick.
Already. Nah, this guy's built different.
2 hat tricks in a row.
Nah, I don't care. Haaland's built different. As I was saying. No, sorry. Take a moment. Take a bow. Haaland's built different. What? 9 goals in 5 games.
You know, I think it could be.
Hat trick in the first 4 games. I mean, the first 40. Wait, was that? No, it wasn't offside.
What a ball
American
from
football.
Cancelo.
American football have Joe Burrow. The NBA have Luka Doncic. We have Haaland. This
Did you
guy.
see that ball from Cancelo?
I said it, yeah.
Oh.
What a ball.
That's gorgeous.
Look at that header. Look at how high he jumps as well. Towering. Technically, he's amazing. And then you add in his height, his speed.
His athleticism.
It's like this guy was built in a lab. It's like he was built in a lab. What's this 9.3 score, SOFA score? Just give him a 10 already.
Yeah.
Give him a 10. Bow down. What a player Haaland is. What a player.
City. But the thing about City, they always start off strong. But then towards the end, they get a bit shaky.
Nah.
Because that's what happened last season.
What? We're talking about the Premier League season?
Yeah.
Overall. I don't know.
They start off very good. But
Wait.
towards the end, they get
69
shaky.
people have watched the stream so far. Thank you, everyone that's watched. If you could also like and subscribe, that help the channel a lot, everyone. Thank you. 5 minutes to go into the end of this first half. I said 3-0 to City for them to win the game. But Forest, I feel sorry for these guys, man. No response whatsoever. Dean Henderson,
They can't do anything.
what can you do?
Hmm.
These guys are playing bully ball. City have already been amazing for the past 2 seasons. And then you add in a player like Haaland.
Yeah.
It's over. And it's not just this season. Haaland's still going to be there next year and the year after. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Pep, the first manager to three-peat since Sir Alex. Is he going to do it? I think who's going to stop Pep this year? Realistically, who can stop Pep? Only if Liverpool went into like some inspired run, but even then, it's like
It is crazy.
from front to back, this City team look perfect. You can talk about the depth, but you can talk about the depth of every single team in the Premier League this season.
Yeah.
I don't think any team in the top 6 right now has like the depth that you need to play the amount of games they're gonna have to play this season because of the World Cup. You can talk depth, but I think you can talk about depth for every team.
Yeah.
Xavi gonna stop Pep if the teams meet in the Champions League, bro? I think that Xavi did a great job, and I forgot the name of the club. I think he's doing a great job at Barcelona right now as well. But Xavi doesn't want smoke with Pep.
They played that friendly.
Yeah, friendly. Cancelo. Everyone on this team is like technically, the only one you could put asterisks on is Walker. Walker is not that good, at least not as everyone else is.
Yeah.
Technically, that's the only one. Some of the players on this team are just crazy. Good ball there from Silva. Cancelo. Can he get a cross in? Good ball. No one's there. Good look on now again. Can they get another cross?
Yeah, just recycle it.
Well played. Alvarez, so far this first half. Wait, actually, he's on the ball now. Shut me up.
Oh.
Shut me up. I was going to say he hasn't done anything yet that he does. I'll be quiet. Great play from Alvarez.
The confidence to take on 4 man.
Yeah. Confidence and skill. Dean Henderson looks hopeless right now. Absolutely hopeless.
At least
And
he's
this
getting
guy,
minutes.
Lodi. Oh my days. He looks like a cone right now. Another Silva, whenever Silva gets the ball, he just does whatever he wants with it. Lodi is not looking good at all.
So if you were the manager, what would you say to them at half time?
At Forest,
Yeah.
lads, no, we're losing. But you have to keep going forward. You can't give up yet. Never give up. That's the only. What else can you say? That's the only thing you can say.
Crazy.
I don't think he was upside there.
I think they knew deep down, like really deep down, that they were going to lose the game. Come on, you can't go into Man City really hoping you'd get a result. Come on.
It's not just man. It's like this City team right now, and with Haaland.
Yeah.
That's kind of true. Actually, another thing is, knock on wood, hopefully Haaland's able to stay fit because his fitness last year was kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays fit for the season. If that happens, yeah, they win everything. I think that this year we'll be surprised in the cups competition. I think we might have a different winner in those cups.
Yeah,
Just because of the amount of games teams have to play. I think a lot of teams are going to sacrifice the cups and just play like their B teams there.
yeah. Manchester United cannot afford that. Even if it's Carabao Cup, I'd
what,
celebrate it.
you think we should go for the cup?
Yes, because we're talking Premier League. Like we're not winning. At least top four.
Like at the best, Haaland cutting trees in
Yeah,
forest. What? Uh, I don't think anything's going to beat the halftime talk that we had yesterday. That was crazy.
On about chicken breast.
That
But
was crazy. I don't think nothing's going to beat that. Good job there from Henderson. First half over. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the first half so far?
City have asserted their dominance
The good,
as
the
per
good and the
usual.
bad. The good and the bad.
Bad, what of City or Forest?
And just overall, what you've seen.
City, we see how dangerous Haaland could be, and he should not be given that little bit of space because hat trick first half.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and if they could continue this, then they'll definitely win the Premier League and go on to maybe the final of the Champions League. So we
I
just have to
think,
see for the City team.
there you go. I was gonna say, I think that Haaland is definitely one of the positives of this first half so far.
Yeah,
Just how dominant he is, and he scored a hat trick in the first 40 minutes already. He scored a hat trick last game.
crazy.
This man
It's
has
crazy.
now what nine goals in 5 games.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. Another thing I want to say, at least a negative, and we'll look into it in a minute as well, as we usually do
yeah.
in this halftime, is Forest. They look hopeless. They have
Yeah.
no answer for these guys.
But again, as I was saying, like you can't really what can you
Like,
do? They
yeah,
they have to sit back and hope to get a 0-0 draw because that's all they can do.
Yeah.
You can't be pressing. You can't be pressing.
yeah. If you press too high
Yeah,
with guys like Roger in the middle of the pitch, you're just gonna get exposed. If
yeah,
you sit back, guys like Bernardo Silva, guys like Gundogan, Cantelo's, Foden, they're just gonna eat at you and
yeah,
eventually score like they did. City will win the league.
yeah. If they continue, it's all about consistency.
No one can stop them right now, and no one can go head to head with them at the moment. You can say Arsenal, sure, I'll give it to you, Arsenal fans. Sure, you
Yeah,
can say Arsenal, but long term, I think even the most optimistic Arsenal fan can agree that long term, Arsenal don't really have the squad to compete with City like that. Man City are class throughout. Man City are class throughout. Man, it's actually scary. It is scary. And I said, as soon as they signed
Haaland.
Haaland, I remember I was talking to my friends. I said, it's over for the next 3 years. It's over. They'll probably win the league for the next 3 years. And so far, this first half especially, it's shown how dominant this team is.
Yeah,
But yeah, the first player I want to highlight is the player with the lowest score in the pitch, and that's Lodi. This man has been a cone.
I
He
mean,
has been a cone. He's been Bernardo Silva's playmate right now. But let's look at his stats in depth to see just how bad he's been. So he's had 14 touches,
mm,
only 14 touches. He's lost the ball twice. He hasn't won a single grand duel at all. He's been dribbled past twice. He's made one interception and he's done 2 clearances. That's about it. He's missed one big chance. So not only has he been a cone on defense, but he's also missed Forest big chance so far.
mm,
I would
um,
talk about Dean Henderson, but what can you say about Dean Henderson? You feel sorry for the guy. That's it.
I think he knew what he was doing when he came to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
He knew. He just wanted to get game time under his belt so that he could compete for the goalkeeper position. He's not really like, all he has to do is hold on for one more year and he's
Yeah.
back at Manchester United. This is his season. I think if he wants to get that number one spot, he has to do more than he's
No,
done in the
I
first
think
half.
that next year, as long as Anderson is able to be competent with his
Yeah,
feet, I think next year he starts in the team. And I
yeah,
think
but
as a United fan, long term, as good as the hair has been for us, especially
yeah,
that 2018 season, which was the year he won the Premier League Golden Glove or
yeah.
goalkeeper of the season. It's about time we move on from the hair.
No, it is. It is. He's
So
30.
if Henderson does well this season and he shows that he's competent with his feet,
Yeah,
especially with the way Ten Hag wants to play long term, I think Henderson starts next season. Obviously,
look.
there are question marks about his attitude and the comments he's made about United
Yeah,
this post season, but I think he can be forgiven. At least from my point of view, I forgive Henderson
yeah,
just based on the way he was treated by Ollie,
yeah.
the promises he was
Um,
made and stuff.
yeah. I think obviously, as you were saying, the Gea is phenomenal, but he's
Yeah,
past his prime now, and we need to look towards the future. And Eric Ten Hag is building the team towards the future too. So we need
yeah,
to get past players like that. That's the only like disadvantage I saw of bringing in Casemiro, because he's a bit older. He's not going to be with us for a long time. So that's like plug. So you know, Henderson definitely could get the job. But again, we'll just have to see with Eric Ten Hag. Like, I trust whatever he decides. Look, I trust,
it's
even if
like
it is selling Henderson. I trust him because if
yeah,
he thinks that the Gea is good enough, then I think it's good enough because I will back my manager. Simple.
thanks. In Thailand, we trust.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to say is that actually it was this question I want to talk about. Out
Yeah.
of who do you think is the better player, De Bruyne or Xavi? And just to answer that
Ooh.
question quickly, I think that when we're talking about Xavi, there's only three midfielders that are better than Xavi, and that's Modric, Iniesta, and Zidane. De Bruyne is amazing, but we're talking about Xavi on his day. I think it is. I think that De Bruyne could be in that conversation. I think that De Bruyne can be in that conversation already, but better than Xavi, I think only Modric, Iniesta, and Zidane come close.
Yeah. I think if De Bruyne continues, he has potential to be better than Xavi, but it's going to take a lot of work, and a lot of seasons to prove that he's better than Xavi.
But even you could argue, for example, on a technical
Yeah.
scale, on the technicality, but we're talking about like overall career.
Yeah.
Xavi has won the World Cup. He's won the Euros, Champions League, trebles,
Yeah.
two trebles. De Bruyne is great, but we're talking about on a technical point of view. I don't even think he's better. There are people out there that think Xavi's better than Modric. I don't think that, but that's an argument to
Mm.
make, and I don't even think De Bruyne is better than. De Bruyne's a
But to
great
be,
player. De Bruyne's a great player, and I think he is in that same tier as these guys. I
yeah,
just don't think he's better.
yeah. To be
Tottenham
honest,
winning, Tottenham winning against West Ham. Yeah, go on.
yeah. As I said, yeah, you're right about Modric. Obviously, he carried his team to a semi-final.
Yeah,
Of a World Cup.
final
Croatia. Wait, it's final. Even better, man. Do
World Cup.
you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Croatia. You got big teams, big lions. You got Spain, Portugal, Italy. Teams that are favorite to win World Cup, and he took Croatia all the way to the final. I think that's why he's probably, yeah, you're right. He's probably better than Xavi.
yeah. Iniesta is the greatest midfielder of all time. No one can be compared. I've said Zidane. I think overall I've taken Zidane over Iniesta. Don't get me wrong, Iniesta is great, but when I think about Zidane, I think, for example, the '98 World Cup. Look at the way he dominated Brazil. Then you think about the 2001 Champions League final. Iniesta has also
Yeah,
had great moments. Like I just take it as I take Zidane over Iniesta. But that's it. That's the only person I've taken over Iniesta, Zidane. But I do think Zidane is better than Iniesta. I think, especially for you guys, a lot of you are Barca fans and you don't want to hear it, but Zidane over Iniesta all day, every day. But yeah, back into the game. Now we've talked about Forest for a bit. And right now, the only thing I want to say about Forest is they look hopeless. And playing against this team is the City team. It's not just them, but most teams this season will be hopeless against City. So yeah.
It's
Now
hard to
looking at going on.
it's hard to suck in, but you just have to. You just have to. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing much you can do against City. That's just talking about City just makes me tired because you just know what's gonna happen in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no point. They should have just forfeited. Like that's it. I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
Rakitic gets overlooked so much, man. In Croatia, there's Modric, and then he was a Barca in his prime years, Iniesta and Bus, Bus,
Just-
Busquets. I think that's what you mean. Stole the show. Yeah, I think Rakitic gets overlooked a lot, especially after when you think about the 2015 season. Yes, Xavi was still there, but it
Yeah,
was that transition period where it wasn't Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. It was more Iniesta, Rakitic, and Busquets. And even talking about the World Cup as well, that we were talking about Modric. If you're gonna praise Modric about helping Croatia to get to that final,
yeah.
Rakitic was just as essential, if you want, for them being able to achieve that.
I just think Modric was more influential. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely
Rakitic.
more information.
Yeah, I think Rakitic is a very underrated player.
Yeah, but yeah, what was the thing? Yeah, back to this halftime analysis.
Yeah,
You can't ignore what Haaland has done in this first half. Three goals in 47 minutes played. He scored 3 goals and he's only had 12 touches. Oh, Haaland's going to take time to adapt because of his build-up play. Oh, Haaland can't adapt because of Pep's style. 12 touches, 3 goals. Adapt that. Adapt that.
it's crazy.
This man's built different.
It's just unbelievable. He's looking. Ah,
He is.
he's just.
Oh, Telles went to Sevilla. I forgot.
You didn't know.
I forgot about that. Lost
We should have just
possession.
sold him.
Lost possession 3 times. Still 3 goals. Anyways, I think that another guy that was amazing this first half, but
That's
he
lovely.
usually is amazing, is Rodri. He didn't
Yeah,
really have much work to do, but I think we should appreciate them even when they don't have much work to do because
yeah,
what Rodri does on a game to game basis cannot be ignored. This guy's
yeah,
amazing, absolutely amazing. I think that Bernardo Silva has been quite good as well this first
yeah.
half.
Yeah, there's just players on the pitch like they don't need to do anything. They just play well on and off the ball,
Yeah.
and that's what Roger provides. He provides that defensive solidity, but obviously,
Yes, you said it right this time.
come on, mate.
Solidity, not solidarity. You said it right this time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, defensive solidity whilst also helping the midfield to push up.
Yeah.
So
It's I have
yeah,
to say, like with the world class CDMs, the likes of Rodri, the likes of Busquets, the likes of Casemiro, when they have a good game, everyone, yeah, it's kind of like you don't even like notice them, but as
yeah,
soon as they have a bad game, you are reminded of just how important they are.
yeah,
So, yeah,
definitely.
100% agree with you there. But yeah, right now I'm just waiting for the pace to come back.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before the game starts?
One thing I actually want to talk about is I don't know how the hell that right back got a 7-7
Which right back?
from Nottingham Forest. How is he playing better than Jean Cancelo? How is that possible?
Oh, Williams. Actually, let's see.
Williams.
To be fair, he's had 4 tackles against the City team.
Yeah,
He's had 4 tackles. He's made 3 interceptions. He's had a last man tackle, so that's in like
yeah,
101,
yeah.
like on the goalkeeper's behind. He's done that. He's only lost possession 7 times. He's won 4 of his 5 ground duels. He's won 2 of his 5 aerial duels. He's only committed 1 foul. He's had 26 touches. He's made the key
Mm.
pass. I think that was the one where the other guy, Lodi, the one where Lodi missed.
Yeah.
And that's like the big chance that they created. And of the two crosses that he's made,
Yeah.
they were both successful. So yeah,
No, I have no doubt.
Williams has been their best player.
I have no doubt that he's been playing, well above Nottingham Forest standards. But how is he above all Manchester City players should be above him. Apart from Edison, everyone should be above him.
No,
Everyone.
not necessarily. I
Everyone.
know let's compare him and Cancelo, for example.
Okay.
Actually, never mind.
My point
No,
exactly.
it's not actually as bad. We'll see. We'll see. Then looking at the games, City have kept 78% of possession. They've had s- seven. They've had 9 shots, 4 on target, 4 off target, and 1 blocked. Forest have had 1 shot. It's been off target. City have had have 5 corners. First half had 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, dominance. And to be fair, this is kind of what you wanted to see for anyways.
Yeah.
If things didn't go this way, then it would have been a problem. So yeah,
Yeah.
so far this is kind of where you expected things to go. Even the most optimistic Nottingham Forest fan
Yeah.
would have predicted a loss, at best a draw. So
Yeah.
3-0 at halftime probably not the worst result. Bro, I'm sorry if there are any City fans watching, but look at how empty the stadium is.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
So many
crazy.
gaps.
To be fair, it is a midweek game. It is a midweek game. But like last
Still.
night, I mean Southampton. Just saying, just saying. Anyway, second half has started. Let's see how things go. Prediction for the second half.
I think Haaland might bag because I said 4-0 at the start, so I think Haaland will bag one more. They have to score at least one more. They have to. You can't win 3-0 first half and then go quiet second half. Because they have all the momentum. They're gonna keep on pushing forward.
Yeah.
They might even get more than 4 goals.
Yeah. Gundogan there with a rush shot.
Yeah.
There's no need to take that shot. You gotta continue to you gotta, develop that build up play. No need to take that shot, mate.
High, wide, and not very handsome.
Playing too much FIFA, you.
Nah. Not even.
City back on it, winning the ball back. What a pass! What a pass from Edison! Wow, what a pass!
To who?
Cancelo. Gundogan now on the ball.
I thought
Does
you
it
meant like.
quickly.
I thought that was a black.
Silva, well done. Uh, Alvarez with the high cross. I think Pep forgot to tell Alvarez that we don't do this around here. We don't do high crosses. Everything is
Wow.
meant to be low. But anyways,
But to be fair, you can start doing them things because you got Haaland.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
standing at 6'4". He's just a bit taller than me. Why are you laughing?
Edison on the ball. Imagine if De Gea was half as good as Edison on the ball. De Gea is
Ten
shocking.
Hag.
When you give De Gea a ball at his feet, this guy is shocking. Silva, good pass to Haaland. No one inside the box, not making a move. Haaland gets blocked.
He has no football IQ too.
Who?
De Gea. Like for example, against Brentford,
Yeah.
the
That
pass.
I don't think it's full white. I just think it's not him. doesn't have it in him.
Nah, I don't. You
Doesn't-
can't possibly be like have good football IQ, seeing a man running behind Ericsson and putting the ball. Like I just nah.
Yeah.
I know Eric Ten Hag likes short distribution, but you must just say like put it out. Do you know what I mean?
So, good point.
But you know,
Good luck on there. Alvarez loses the ball. Forrest back
he
on.
he came in with confidence. Alvarez, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of
He's not
confidence,
scared.
but
Yeah,
nothing to back it up.
true. At least he's not scared to try them things. I
Do,
guess.
do, do you know who else also has a lot of confidence in the league?
True.
McTominay.
Don't. I knew you were gonna say it was either him or Fred.
McTominay also has a lot of confidence, but guess what? McTominay is dead. Guess what? McTominay is dead. So, Alvarez, all this confidence, power to him, but you have to deliver.
I mean, he's got potential. McTominay doesn't have potential.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about confidence. Confidence is great, but if you can't turn that into tangible things, then it's useless. There is
True.
Bernardo Silva. I feel sorry for Lodi, man. Look at it, just looks like a cone. Cancelo, good.
Go.
What a goal! Again, Lodi. Lodi is a cone. From now on, so I'm calling him to the end of the season. Lodi is a
Wow.
cone. Bernardo Silva came from the wing, literally came up, went inside the box. Look at this. Look at the replay.
If we
Lodi,
have that for Portugal,
Lodi is a cone. What a pass to what a finish.
look at the manager. You just feel sorry for him.
Top bins. What an absolute finish.
How? Now that's all Henderson's fault. I'm not gonna.
United choose sign Maignan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shout. That is a shout.
I don't think Aston Villa are gonna let him go. And plus, you look at the age as well. But
What, he's
if we have to go for someone right now, this guy's a shout. The work he did for both Lille and AC Milan, underrated.
We're talking about Haaland being, cheaper than Isaac, but Isaac scored a goal against Liverpool.
Oh,
It's
I was gonna
1-0.
say Mahrez is getting prepared to come on.
Yeah.
Why? Why's Mahrez? Maybe to rest Bernardo Silva. He does play a lot, but
But he
We'll see.
he doesn't need rest. Look at his stamina.
yeah, that's probably kind of. Lodi should just do a 3C and throw a towel in. Yeah, man, it's not looking good for Lodi.
Did you actually watch the fight?
No, I watched the highlights.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
That whole event was a joke. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man. It was a
KSI,
a lot of people
how's-
are saying a lot of positive things about it, but really, we all know deep down that event was a joke.
how's
KSI
KSI gonna?
When you go into a boxing event and the main
Yeah.
the main guy is fighting two people, you know it's a joke. I'm sorry. There's no way
Yes.
to be fighting two people in the same night. If you felt that confident about fighting two people, then you better change your opponent. From then on, I knew the event was going to be a joke. And again, playing devil's advocate here for a moment. Deji won, yeah, good for him. But after 3 fights, man, it was about time. No,
Wow.
it was about time. Again, the event overall was positive. I'm just like being,
Yeah.
I'm just neat picking right now. Overall, it was a good event, of course.
Nah, but
Erling Haaland 9 has more goals in the Premier League than. Oh, that's crazy.
Nah, but we can't really laugh though. We
From
can't
now
laugh.
on, from now on, Adam. Whenever Adam, I noticed this. Whenever Adam is on his main profile, he's not reckless. Whenever he's on that CG profile, is when he's reckless. So from now on, we're gonna call you Statman Adam, and then when we're talking when you're on CG, we're gonna call you the Joker. Statman Adam with the stats coming through. No, not JJ's fault though. Pusabi, Pusabi pulled out. Yeah. No, I'm not saying it was JJ's fault, but that event was a bit of a joke.
You
Oh,
see his
Roger's
second
coming
fight.
out.
You see his second fight. That was a joke.
Yeah, no, that guy.
People spent most of the
Bro,
time
he
complaining.
should have played that Russian fighter or Ukrainian fighter or whoever that was. The first one. I don't know if you saw him. It was the short, bold, like huge guy. He said,
Yeah.
"Nah, this guy's gonna knock me out." So he put some lanky Mexican guy. He could even fight. Oh, Foden's out. I thought he was gonna take Silva. Took Foden. Statman Adam. Fact. I'm sorry, but Bernardo Silva is too good.
Yeah. He just needs to do that for Portugal. That's what I'm saying.
Second only to De Bruyne, in my opinion.
Thing. I'll press
Say
it
that
now.
again. Say that again.
No, I'm gonna press it now.
Pressing.
Yeah, pressing. Like you see how they sat back
Oh, yeah.
before. Now they're actually putting pressure on the ball.
He was a white supremacist. Yeah. I'm not saying the event was bad. I understand the reason why. I'm just saying his other opponent was just a joker. Plus, he wasn't. Could Haaland become Premier League top scorer if he carries on this form? First of all, welcome Black Cat. Could Haaland become Premier League top scorer if he carries on this form? Is on for the next couple of years to come. Up the Blues, I think Haaland has the potential to win the Ballon d'Or. So yeah, definitely be the top scorer this season.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, and sure, the other guy he shouldn't have been there in the first place. But Pineda, out of everyone you could come up with, Pineda. I bet you could have gone to a local gym and picked someone to fight the Pineda, man. How Pineda is a pro boxer is beyond me.
Now you know what?
But to be fair, it was good for love.
Yeah, it was. Swarms. How? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, it was the first punch. This guy was like,
Yeah.
why am I here? Why am I here? What am I doing with my life?
Nah, if that's the guy defending your block, nah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yo,
is crazy.
Swarms let all the roidmen down, bro.
Yeah.
All the people that claimed they're about that life, Swarms let them down.
If that is the guy defending your block. Oh my days.
Welcome JVM, welcome Black Hat. Liverpool losing against Newcastle, no way. Stop.
Yeah, I told you. Isaac scored.
Ah,
Yeah.
at home. Anfield, which is meant to be a fortress. Wait. Next week, there's Champions League. Guys, we're streaming next week as well.
Next week.
Next week, is there Europa League as well next week? Wait, I have a confession to make.
Have you seen United's group?
Yeah, it's quite easy.
Yeah, it is.
I have a confession to make. Yes, next week. 8 p.m. I don't like the Europa League games. I'm mad late. Here's another crazy stat for you from ESPN FC. Erling Haaland has scored more Premier League goals this season 9 than Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, West Ham, and Aston Villa combined. That's tough. Villarreal, Sofia against FC Barcelona. While you're chatting, you'll be getting smoked by Swarms. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to fight Swarms, he would probably beat me. But my problem with Swarms is he came in talking a lot of rubbish, and after
He
that
made a whole
first
diss
punch,
track.
and after that first punch from JJ, he couldn't handle it. I was gonna say, yeah, I have a confession to make. Wait, let me change the camera. So, as you guys know, there was a Champions League group stage announcement where they saw, where they saw other things.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was gonna do a stream that day. So I'll go out and search which teams are in the Champions League. Then
yeah,
I ended up not doing the stream just because of something I had to do. But then it was like Champions League group stage. I went
yeah.
in there, I was excited. I was looking for every single team, and then I was like, wait, where's United?
Wow.
Took me like a good 2 minutes to realize that United were not in the Champions League. I was pissed. I was like, yeah, we're not in the Champions League. It was just that whole thing again of just reminding myself of how bad we were last year. And now we have to play Thursday night football again.
Yeah. No.
Oh, and there's some teams. So yeah, next week, Champions League and Europa League streams. Which ones? You guys asked for Barcelona, so I'll do a Barcelona one. The ball there. Here is Alvarez. What a tackle! I mean, what a clearance. Haaland was through on goal. What a clearance. Let's open up Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday night, Juventus PSG.
Yeah, that will
And then
be.
Wednesday, sorry, I'm not streaming Barcelona Victoria plans when Inter's playing Bayern. I'm not streaming that. Inter Bayern. I'm doing that. And on Thursday, of course, Manu against Real Sociedad. Then you
First
also have,
game.
yeah,
That will be interesting.
shouldn't be. Let's go. Erling Haaland has more than double the amount of goals than. Whoa, calm down. Didn't have to say that. Alta, he didn't have to say that. JVM streaming Barca shish. Yeah, yeah. Yo, EC, allow acting hard, be normal. Not that Sunday. There's Barca Sevilla. Do watch along. I might. I'll say that. I might because we're gonna do Everton Liverpool. Yeah, I might do that as well.
Everton
Everton
Liverpool
Liverpool.
won.
Everton Liverpool at 12 on Saturday, and then Barca Villarreal. I mean Barca Sevilla at night. We might do that. We might do that. Just for you guys. Please, Barca Sevilla. Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Barca Sevilla on Saturday, 8 p.m. We're doing the watch along.
JVM, you're making a lot of promises.
Yeah, man, we have to do it. Yeah. 2 streams on Saturday. But yeah, let's focus on the game. What? Talk about a bunch of stuff. Let's focus on the game. Alvarez down the ball. Come on, Alvarez. Good ball there to Cancelo. Can you get in the box? Corner for C. So numbers for the second half. City, 12 shots, 6 on target. Forest, they've had 2 more shots in the second half, but none of them have been on target, which is a shame. You know what? You know what's funny?
What?
Lodi's rating went up.
That's a
Lodi's
joke.
rating went up.
That is a
Yo, I
joke.
think AC is hot. My bad. JVM's the goat, yo. There it is. Carl Walker out wide. From the silver.
No, that's Morris. Oh, it's not the same time.
That right flank with Maurice and Bernardo Silva. You have to feel sorry for Lodi, man. I know we're clowning him, but you have to feel sorry for him. It must be hard. There it is. Morris on the ball. Gives it to Gundogan. Yeah, we still have 30 minutes left. They could end the game right now. First, I'm not going to score. Game's over. City are going to get the 3 points.
Mm.
As Thingy said, do a foozy. No cap. You lot, stop wasting time. This is what happened when you have no GCSEs, dead guys. No comment there. Back to Walker. Good ball. Alvarez. There it is.
What did he score?
That was the goal he needed. That was the goal he needed. This goal.
Oh, good goal.
I think that's going to boost his confidence up a lot. That's the goal he needed.
Yeah.
You're talking about a player coming from a different team, a different league, whole different continent, and trying to be and trying to build it into this City winning side. He needed this. First start, scores a goal. He's been quite good throughout the game as well. Yo, shut up, man. The Villarreal against Barca guys are hater for real. Hey, if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't have to comment. The fact that you had to type those words letter by letter and then comment it, you could be doing something else. You could be doing something else with your time, mate. At least they're making content. You doing F all, mate. F off. 5-0. Why is De Bruyne coming on? There's no point.
Now rotation, innit?
Let the man rest. Let the man rest. There's no point. We were both wrong. I said 3-0. You said 5-0.
No, I said 4-0, 4-0.
Sorry. You said 4-0. It's 5-0. Bad night is coming on.
Who's that? Oh, he's probably
actually,
giving
how did I not notice it before the game? The amount of young players Pep put on the bench again. As you said, deep down, everyone knew City was gonna win.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. Putting like young players on. You kind of just have to feel sorry for them and move on. But I still think they're gonna stay in the Premier League. I think
Cancelo,
there's
good
worse teams.
ball. No one was there. I was gonna say now. I was gonna say Ben Knight is there. Cole Palmer. Ooh, unlucky there from Holland. What a ball from Morris. Ben Knight is there. Palmer's there. Claudio Gomez is there. Rico Lewis. Josh Wilson S. Brand is there. Sergio Gomez is there.
Yeah.
Putting faith into the youth, and that's kind of what you need as well.
So the only senior player is De Bruyne.
Huh? No. Oh, on the bench.
Yeah.
De Bruyne and Morris.
Morris. Okay.
And Ortega. But, we don't really talk about Ortega. Haaland's coming out again. Keeping that rotation fresh.
He's got the hat-trick. What else is there to prove? Like 8 goals in 5 games. Get some rest, lad. He deserves it.
City, man. Domination. All the way through. Lodi's
Lodi came
coming
off
out.
finally.
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
Clap for Lodi. Clap for Lodi.
Nah,
Everyone clap for Lodi. He tried. At least he tried.
look at his face. Oh,
Oh, his rating,
no
his
hate.
rating went back down. Let's look at Lodi's numbers. He had in total 22 touches. He lost the ball 6 times. He won 2 ground duels. He didn't win or really have any aerial duels.
Yeah.
He had 2 interceptions, 2 clearances, 0 tackles, and was dribbled past twice. I think that's wrong. I'm pretty sure I've seen Lodi being dribbled past more than twice. Well, shout out to Lodi, man. At least he tried.
He plays for Atletico. Crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah. Clap, clap for Lodi. Clap for Lodi again. One more time. One more time. Clap for Lodi. He tried. He tried. He tried.
The
Yeah,
defender
I'll
that
take
gets
you right.
Silva is,
Clap
is
for him.
easy.
Sorry?
The defender that gets Silva is easy.
Against
And Morris
Silva
coming on.
and Morris.
It's not
You have to
easy.
feel sorry for him. You have to feel sorry for him. Morris.
Go. Is it a goal? No, he missed. Oh, he missed. He missed.
How do you miss that?
I pray for his sake he was offside. Pray for his sake he was offside.
He wasn't offside.
No, it was. It was. It was.
Oh, he was.
No, it was.
Okay, good for him. Alvarez scored. If he
I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for him.
doesn't
deserves it.
focus, yo, look at the partnership between Haaland and Foden. That's what you want to see, man.
Yeah.
Team playing beautiful football off the pitch, and even inside the pitch. I mean, playing great football inside the pitch and off the pitch. The chemistry of everyone. That's why you bet on City to win everything this year.
Yeah. They have unity. Something that some teams
Yeah.
are lacking. You know how you said Tuchel and Eric Ten Hag have like the biggest jobs, as in
Yeah.
like to try turn around teams.
I say Ten Hag. Wait, Forest with a chance here. I say Ten Hag. Because Tuchel didn't really have to turn his team around. Because realistically, Tuchel is on his third year, and on his
Yeah.
first year he won the Champions League. So this shouldn't really be a rebuild. Last
Yeah.
year it was a mess, and this year he saw Lukaku try to go with this new fluid front three, and this new fluid front three is failing. And you look at City, and you look at other teams in the Premier League, you can kind
Yeah.
of clearly begin to point out what style of football they are playing, what the formation is going to be. With City, I mean with Chelsea, you can't really do that. They're all over the place.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Rich James is Rich James is arguably the best right back in the league. Whenever Rich James is available, they never play in a back four. Rich James is out, and now you play as Pliqueta.
yeah.
Come on, go on, go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brendan Rodgers also has a tough job in his hand.
Yeah,
Like he has the hardest job because no
I've say
transfers.
I've say Rogers has a harder job than Tuchel. I've say Tuchel kind of put himself into this mess.
Yeah.
Of course, there was the whole like owners problem, and
Yeah.
the whole thing with Russia and Ukraine and whatnot.
Yeah.
That kind of did the change of ownership from Abramovich. That didn't help either. However, Tuchel still has a lot to do. Respect
Yes,
to you
it's
lot for not
disappointing.
react. Respect to you lot for not reacting to this twat. There's no point. If you have enough point to sit at home, coming into our stream and type those words letter by letter, you really have nothing going on with your life, mate. That's what I'm saying. 104 people. Thank you very much, guys. Good ball there from. Palmer, good cross. W Black Clap. Yeah, W in the chat for everyone. Palmer there. Mares. Good control. What control? Gonna get on the ball.
What a pass to?
Best football in the league, man. Arguably best football in the world. This team is amazing. De Bruyne. What a pass. Good touch there. Run out from City. What you want to see is pretty much cruise control. John Stones, good game, but didn't really have to do anything. Didn't really have to do much.
No. It's a good game from him. It's a good game. The assist to Haaland.
Yeah. Non-biased United fans, red side, but you love to see it. Yeah. We love United, but we love football first and foremost. So, love watching good football.
Yeah, definitely.
Next week is when the fun starts. Champions League. Arguably, that this time from like September to November is one of the best times throughout the season.
Yeah.
Champions League group stage, just weekly football. Well done there. And this year, World Cup. Do you think Anthony is worth 100 million? I don't think if Anthony had all his teeth in gold, he would be worth 100 million.
Yeah.
Good player, but at best, 60. At best. And plus, he hasn't even done enough in his career yet. De Bruyne winning a good free kick in a dangerous position. How many? I think he only had 12 to 18 goal contributions last season.
Who?
Anthony.
Anthony. Oh.
Good player, but he's not all that.
No, he's not. But
I think it's
First of
gonna
all-
be. I think it's gonna be an asset. And to be fair to
Yeah.
him, it's not. He didn't control the transfer fee.
yeah.
Yeah, he had 12 goals last season in every competition. I think that the saving grace for Anthony last year was that people are talking about the Eredivisie not being competitive and whatnot. But in the
Yeah.
Champions League, in the 7 games that he played, he had 6 goal contributions. If the Eredivisie is not a very competitive league, then the Champions League is arguably the most competitive league in world football.
No, I
Or
think
the
it's
best
Premier
league.
League first.
Well, that I said arguably. You can say Premier League, but I think a lot of people would
Yeah.
argue Champions League. So, but yet again,
Okay.
even the 6 goal contribution in 7 games does not warrant 7 million. But it shows that he can do it in the biggest stage, which is kind of a saving grace. Arsenal drawing. If you were KSI, I would ever call out Anthony Joshua. I think
No.
I think I've do it for a joke, but not like for real, for real. I think that even KSI calling out Tate is a bit of a stretch. Tate is a four. People love to like joke about Tate, but this man is a 4-time world kickboxing champion. Not until he can kill off Jake Paul. Yeah, I think that a lot of question marks about JJ right now from some people. If he wants to kill all of that, he has to beat Jake Paul first. I think
Yeah.
that once he beats Jake Paul, he can just retire from this boxing thing, and then just do like those fights, as you said, against Anthony Joshua. If that was to happen, it would be like for like simply money purposes and trying to promote yourself further.
To fight Anthony Joshua, he still has a lot of work to do. A lot.
And even Joshua, he's not past 3 years. It's not been good on him. But anyways,
The fight against what's his name? The Russian guy. Is
you
it like
see,
Usyk? Yeah.
yeah.
He asked for the rematch and he still lost. That's kind of embarrassing. That is a kind of embarrassing. But he's a great fighter, I think.
He Andrew Tate, according to some boxing footage, is like a normal boxing. Uh, the only thing I'm saying about that is, if I was JJ, I wouldn't be so careless to call him out like that.
Yeah. You can't call out the top G, mate.
Especially when the top G is a full-time kickboxing world champion.
But boxing is kind of different.
Kickboxing. Okay, what world championship has JJ won?
True say. True say.
Look out, we're talking about boxing. It's just the City game is pretty much over.
Yeah.
Arsenal winning again.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of you. Who scored? Let me see. A lot of you guys supporting Arsenal. Make sure you're here on Sunday.
It will be interesting.
Interesting is an understatement. Make sure you're here on Sunday.
It only took 3 minutes.
Martinelli again.
Look at the passes. Tottenham are tied.
Arsenal they look strong.
Yeah.
If last year they had a horrible start, this year they've had a perfect start. Drawing against West Ham, who've had arguably one of the worst starts of the season.
Like,
Second only to Liverpool and Bournemouth. Just joking, guys. Just joking. Although any of them
Liverpool are still losing.
I'm just joking. Just a joke.
But I'm looking at Liverpool bench, yeah. There's no one to bring on.
Yeah, to be fair, that's true.
Who you
But
gonna bring on? Matip?
well,
Milner?
that's the team's problem.
Liverpool. For their good, I hope they can turn it around.
Yeah, facts. 10 minutes left, and Forest. I said they looked hopeless at halftime.
Yeah.
Right now, I think hope is not even enough to describe what's going on at the moment. It's not looking good. And City as well, they're not really trying to go for it anymore. They only scored 5 goals, kept a clean sheet, trying to recycle the game, to be fair. They bring on the ball. Good turn. Bad pass. That's something you don't see often.
This was the first time for everything.
I think he dropped Walker to play centre back.
Yeah, experimentally, do you think?
He might as well. Who's your favorite sideman? Me personally, I think that is Harry's an elite entertainer. JJ being second.
Ooh. Yeah, I like Harry too.
I think that's pretty
Yeah,
much
he's
everyone's like first and second, to be fair.
yeah.
But just to give like a random one, I think Ethan, like over the years,
Yeah.
when I started watching the Sidemen, I thought Ethan was like the weak link, like so annoying, because you had
Ethan.
Vic, yeah, you had Vic, but at least Vic, he was kind of like the smart guy of the group and whatnot, and Ethan didn't really
Like, to
have
be honest,
anything. He didn't really
his
have anything going on for him. But since the transformation, I think Ethan has come a long way.
yeah.
I think the Sidemen at the moment are a very balanced group, where everyone knows their roles. There's no big egos, and there's just friends having fun.
Yes, yeah.
True, true. Ethan is good. Yeah, Ethan is goated. They all are, to be fair. Good ball there. Can he cross? too long. Good job there from Forest. 7 minutes to go. Good touch. Nothing's going to happen. 5 minutes to go. City are pretty much now in cruise control.
Yeah.
Beta squad as well, posting some quality content recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Let's not forget about AMP as well in America.
BNP.
You know, Kai, Duke,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fane.
I don't actually watch
I
AMP.
know.
I don't watch AMP.
We'll play there. Forest are finally doing some good stuff. Still not shots on target in the second half.
Too little, too late.
Yeah, I would have put it a bet myself, mate. What? That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, but I feel like like they can only get this far up the pitch because there's youth players.
Not only that,
If
City are just tired. They don't care anymore.
I think they should still care because they won the clean sheet. I mean, Edison will won the clean sheet.
In my opinion, Gideon, Mr. Beast, and Logan carried the American YouTube scene. Three goods right there. Who was the other guy? Isn't the other guy? It's just Kai. I think Kai. The way Kai's blown off as well, and people he's working with, like the rappers and whatnot. I think those guys are doing a lot of positive things as well. But yeah, man, this game is so dry. We're out here talking about boxers and YouTubers to end the stream. They come Forest, good pass. Free kick in a dangerous position.
But who's gonna take the free kick?
It's not like they're gonna score. I just said dangerous position. I didn't say they're gonna score. I just said dangerous position.
How has Lingard not come on?
Hmm?
How has
Facts.
Lingard not come on?
But to be fair, you put Lingard on. What's Lingard gonna do?
I don't know. Get some game time on this belt.
There's no point. If you're talking about game time, this is not the game time for Lingard. This is like a rack as well. To be fair, yeah. This is what you would call a graveyard shift for a lot of these football players.
Graveyard. Wow.
Des to AC Milan. Here we go. Oh, I wanted Des to come to United. I think he's a promising young right back. And as much as I like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the Alvarez.
He scored.
Yeah, 6-0. What a way to end it. And again, this just adding points to his own personal or scoring backing count. That's what you want. And these, as I said at the beginning of the stream, these are the games that as a player you want to build confidence in.
Yeah.
Easy game against a team that you could easily win against at home, banging 2 easy goals. Build your confidence up. Very good from Alvarez. The control, the turn, finish, first time top bins. City team right now look unstoppable. And even Forest, I watched them in a few games. They haven't looked that bad.
Yeah. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
It's just City, man.
How has? Yeah, there was no chance Henderson was saving that.
Yeah.
No chance. But I feel like Alvarez, with any other Premier League side, he wouldn't do as well. Because of the technique that he has. If he goes into any team, for example, like a Tottenham, Arsenal, they require like a number 9. Do you know what I mean? Like a proper number 9.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But again, to be fair, that Pep is kind of just trying to ease him into the team.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, how did you not score that, mate? Good save there from Henderson. 2 minutes to go.
Wait, was Henderson cheering?
Yeah.
They should not be cheering. They should not be cheering.
Liverpool been on downhill since Jake started rooting for them. What did Jake Paul say he supported Liverpool?
Wow.
Oh yeah, that picture he put out.
They're still losing.
I'm gonna say
Wow.
right now, I think that as good as Luis Diaz is, I don't think he's come out for he hasn't come through for Liverpool yet in like I'm gonna say big games against the big teams.
Yeah.
Champions League final against City, against United. At least whenever I've seen him, he's been good
Yeah.
against the likes of Crystal Palace and whatnot. But at least when I've seen him against the big teams, Luis Diaz is yet to come through. I still think Luis Diaz is a great player. It may just be a case of these things take a few games to warm up to. But with Mane gone, they will need him. They will need him. Well played there. De Bruyne.
I don't think Mane should have left.
I
Replace
think
the Mane with
it
Nunes
was a good
Diaz.
decision for Mane's career. He's the highest paid player in the Bundesliga now as well, and he's playing in a team that will most likely win the league. So it's just like more trophies and more money to him, but at the same time, and the better chance of winning the Champions League. But from a Liverpool side, from a Liverpool point of view, it is a big loss.
If I was Klopp, I would
first
have.
score there. Yeah, nothing so far. 2 minutes left to end the pain. Well played there from Forest. I'll walk us too fast.
Wait, one question. Do you think Harry Maguire will make it to World Cup?
Yeah.
Do you think? You think?
Yeah. Not only do I think, I still think that Maguire can do a job for England, but also Southgate. Yeah. I think Southgate has favourites, and Maguire seems to be one of them.
Yeah. I don't know.
And to be fair, as a manager, you need those players that you can rely on.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him having favourites. I'm just saying that I think Maguire is one of those favourites that he has.
Yeah, it's a hard topic when it comes to
at the same time. If not Maguire, who starts? Apart from Stones, are you going to play Mings there? I'm not mad at Mings, but is that an option? Forest nearly scored there.
What about tomorrow?
Maguire will start for England. Yeah, that's the thing. It's pretty much guaranteed with this Southgate team. Tomorrow's not starting. There's no way Maguire starts tomorrow.
No, I think he has to start because
there is no way Maguire will start tomorrow.
He has to.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'm sorry.
Knock on wood. Unless Varane and Martinez are not available again. Knock on wood again. There's no way Maguire starts. I think Ronaldo needs to start, but I don't think. I think Casemiro needs to start, but I just think there's no way Maguire starts.
No,
and then again, why should Maguire start?
For rest, Arsenal. It's a big game.
Oh, to be fair, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's game over.
Nah, fair play to City.
Ronaldo shouldn't start. Again, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll start a bit earlier than usual because regarding United, there are a lot of things to talk about. But yeah, game over. He was selfish. He shouldn't start. He was selfish against Southampton at the end. Yeah. But again, it's going to come to Southampton. Tomorrow we'll start half an hour earlier than usual because I want to have there's a lot of things to talk about United.
Yeah,
no hate to CR7 team, but the team will get better without him, in my opinion. And I agree with you, to be fair. I love Ronaldo, my favorite player of all time, my favorite athlete of all time. But I do think, as a United fan, we play better without Ronaldo. I think
that's the problem.
That fluid football suits us better.
Yeah, that's the problem. Who you gonna put in this position? Martial's never available. Rashford's not a striker. Who is there?
Again, that's a conversation for tomorrow. But for now, I
Okay,
just want
that's
to say
fair.
thank you to everyone who's watched, everyone who's commented. Of course, the squad, Altaf, Adam, Black Cat. Am I missing anyone? Yeah, that's pretty much. And then the gang that was here, Usman, everyone that was here today, thank you very much. We'll be here
Thank you,
again
guys.
tomorrow. We'll be here again on Saturday. We'll be here again on Sunday and next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you, EC, for coming through.
Thank you, JVM. Thank you for having me.
And yeah, the mission continues. Is EC gonna be there tomorrow? Of course he'll be there
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I will.
Of course he'll be
Don't
there.
worry, I'll tap. Don't worry. I'll come through, guys.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of something special.